Wanting to make a fake ice cream for a display, decoration or prop? Well, by the end of this video, you will know how to make a realistic ice cream cone with ice cream and without a mold. For more videos on how to make fake foods, props and decor, hit that subscribe button and bell so you can be notified when I post a video every weekend. What's up you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny and I am That Props Girl. After I had so much positive feedback on my first video that I ever posted on YouTube, which is my tutorial on how to make fake ice cream sundaes, and if you haven't seen that video, be sure to check it out. I thought I would try a different method on how to make fake ice cream and thought while I was at it, why not make a cone as well? So that's what we're gonna do today. Now let's jump into the video. It doesn't matter which version of a cone that you want to make, whether you want to do a waffle or a plain version, we're still using our air drying clay today and we're going to start by rolling it out. Now once we've got it rolled out, we're going to just cut a little bit down the middle here. And now you don't need that much for your cone. It depends how big a cone you want to make, but a standard size cone is not tremendously huge and it doesn't have to be that thick. Just a thin layer is fine. Now you can choose to freehand your roll, or if you want, you could also potentially use cream horn molds, and they were just a couple of dollars and you can wrap around that as well. So I'm going to do one like that, and then I'm going to do a waffle one. I'm going to do my plain one with these, and then my waffle one I will do freehand. Now we're not going to put it all the way down the bottom because we need to be able to join the bottom over there. So we're just going to wrap it like that, not too tight. We're going to press the bottom in and pull that bit out. So it's actually made it a little bit uneven there, but what we're just going to do is we're just going to fold that over like that, and that's just our basic cone there. Now this one we're going to free roll, so I'm going to pull that off the baking paper. I like to fold it over on itself like that and then roll like this to create a little V at the top. But if that's too much for you, you can chop that down as well, just simply with the knife until you get the shape that you want. And then this bottom bit at the end, you can just fold that in. Now in terms of doing a waffle cone, and ignore the rip in my paper there because I got a little bit aggressive with the rolling pin before, but to make our waffle pattern, I'm actually going to use a meat mallet to give it that sort of texture. But if you don't have a meat mallet, then you can actually roll out something that's meshed, like a pen cup, or I also got this pot holder from Big W. So if you're in Australia, this is just a rubber pot holder that you could press into it. If you wanted to be really technical as well, you could also use a fondant tool and just press in, or anything really to just make that sort of pattern. That right there is the sound of Australian summer. If you are enjoying this video, then be sure to give it a like and hit that subscribe button because it really does help me to get found on YouTube. And if you want to stay up to date with all my future uploads, then hit that bell so you get notified. Comment down below what your favorite flavor of ice cream is. Mine is cookies and cream. Now you can use whatever color you like, and I'm just going to go in with some watercolor paint and paint them. And I'm going in with a yellowy brown. Depending on what color you want your cone to be will obviously depend what color paint you want to use, but that's just what I'm going to do. One of the great things about watercolor paints is the fact that it doesn't take that long for them to dry, especially not on something like clay. Now, unlike other videos in the past, I'm not going to be using the traditional wall filler that I normally use. I'm actually going to be using this Selly Spackle, which is actually a lot drier. It's not runny at all. And we need it to be a bit thicker because ice cream holds its texture until it's melted, and we need the scoops to be quite firm. So I'm going to use this and mix it in with some paint. I'll do a vanilla one first just to show you guys. It's actually quite firm. And so I'm going to go in just with a spoon, and it just kind of crumbles. And I'm just going to pop that in my well-used container here. Just like depends how much you need. Now for this particular vanilla scoop, I only want a little bit, so I'm just going to pop that in there. I'm going to add my paint. Now we don't want too much because we don't want it to be runny, like we want it to maintain that shape as I said. So just kind of pressing it in there, stirring it round till it becomes kind of like a very thick powdery paste. Now I've only made a little tiny bit here, just enough for one scoop, and the reason for that is because I actually already have a waffle cone ice cream pre-made, and I just want to add a bit more to the top of this just to show you what it looks like. I wanted this to literally just look like it was rough and came out of an ice creamery, so I'm just going to get my spoon, and literally all I did was sort of pressed it on top like that. Doesn't have to be particularly tidy for this method, and be warned you may have bits drop off, that's totally fine. Now as a disclaimer, if you're wanting to build up your ice cream in this method, I recommend actually letting the first layer dry first. So I let it dry and sealed it with Mod Podge and then went back in with this method, just because it is so flaky, it's hard to then layer up. I'm gonna go in and make a chocolate color now. Alright, so now that we've got our chocolate brown and I've got it all over my hands, pop it into an ice cream scoop. Alright, it doesn't have to be perfect, but we've got that in our scoop now, and then press it onto our ice cream. Now you can sort of press that down a bit. There's a lot of overhang there, so I might just pull a little bit of that off. So when you're waiting for the spackle to dry, just pop it in a mug or something so it's sitting upright and leave it to dry. I'm gonna attempt now to do a double scoop, so we will see how this goes. Now unfortunately I am using quite a bit of the spack filler, so if you're planning on making a lot of these, then you'll need to buy quite a bit of it. You guys would know by now, my final step is to coat them all in Mod Podge. As always, I'm gonna go in with the matte one, just because it's my favorite. And now I'm just gonna dab that on there because I don't wanna ruin the texture there because it is still soft. Now you know how to make fake ice cream that looks so realistic. Everyone is honestly going to be so amazed that it's not real. But what about if you wanted to know how to make fake soft serves or bowls of ice cream or even some ice cream shakes? Well, you're in luck because my next video is going to be on just that. So hit that subscribe button and the bell so you can be notified of when I post. And while you're waiting, feel free to browse the videos in this playlist. Let me know in the comments down below which ice cream was your favorite. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you did, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.